Hey, what's up? Easy here from Cool Watches Only, and welcome back to another exciting review. Today is going to be a good one. Take a snack or a coffee, cause you don't want to miss on this one. Okay, I won't be giving too much preamble on this one, or the video will be 2 hours long, quoting someone in the comments. Long story short, you just should buy it. If you're interested in knowing more, keep watching. This will serve as a 1-year review of the watch, and I'll go super in depth with it. First, to avoid any confusion, this watch is the Seestern S434 V2. The first video on the channel was about the Seestern S435. To clear this up, both are awesome, and in my case, both are very similar. However, I don't think they are redundant or that this is a lesser version. The simpler glass makes it look more modern. The straight crown looks very good too. And the case is a bit thicker, about 1mm, but don't think it's a fat cow or anything. This watch rocks. And the situation, nothing to do with this one, is more about this one. They have different movements, etc. If interested, you can check the video about the S435 right here, but on this video, we'll focus on this one. Things will be like this. On each point, we'll focus in depth, and we'll be showing you all the details of the watch. So, okay, why do I like this design so much? To explain, I need to tell you a story from my childhood involving my grandfather. But first, let's address the obvious. This watch is an homage to the SeaQ line, but despite that, it stands out as a super original choice. Hear me out, I haven't lost my mind. What does it mean to be original? Think on it for a bit. Every day, when you look in the mirror, do you try to look your best or the most original? Probably the best, right? But what defines the best? Your idea of looking good is not all on yourself. It is more than probably influenced by your parents, one way or another, or by your TV heroes, and other factors from your childhood and teenage years. So if even you, with your free will, aren't 100% original, how can we expect a product to be? Especially one that needs to sell, appeal to many people, and compete with companies spending millions on advertising, all while staying affordable. It's tough, man. But even then, no free pass here. Why do I say it's original? Well, compared to most watches out there, which are often either unattractive or resemble Seiko, Rolex, Omega, etc., this design is different. Most people haven't even seen the originals or have any reference for them. Heck, I follow Glashütte, and their ads on Facebook get only a few likes and views. My channel is super new, created on a hunch, and I got more views than that. So, chances are, most people who see you wearing this watch will think it's an original design, and statistically speaking, on a sea of design copies and blends, this thing is refreshingly unique. Some smaller brands claim they own this design and try to make it look like Glashütte is copying them. Like, yeah, sure, what else? These designs have been around since the 60s. Even if that weren't the case, those brands aren't connected to the original owners or business in any way and are just running cheap dropshipping operations with some advertising on top. If we need to thank anyone for reviving this design, it's Glashütte in my book. About my grandparent, he had a watch that he lost. He fought in a war with it and used it for work. It was all smashed up, but worked fine. It was his only watch, as he didn't collect watches or anything. He was as tough as a nail. He went to war, another kind of generation. That watch had this exact design. It wasn't a Glashütte, but a Russian brand. You could offer me $1 million right now, and I wouldn't be able to tell the brand. It had some Russian letters on it, and it was gold or gold-plated and all scratched up, super heavy. My dad gave me a huge Casio, and that small watch must have weighed 6 times more. One time we went on a long trip with the whole family, and it just got lost. He didn't care much about the watch itself, only that some people had offered him a lot of money for it, and he didn't sell it. After that, I lost all interest in any watch that either he or my dad used and forgot about it completely, until I saw the SeaQ around 2018. And then I saw its price. Damn expensive thing. Thanks to these guys, they made it possible to obtain. It's not a copy or a clone, but a kind of reverence to that same design, even if they intended to. And, well, here's my mad take on this, or my crazy take, if you will. Now, you're allowed to call me crazy, but I think this watch and its brother are better at being a SeaQ than all the other homages out there. Yes, even the more expensive French ones. And wait for it. I think if you like something like this, it's even better than the real SeaQ. What? Excuse me, how much is Seestern paying you? For the love of God. Nah, really, hear me out. Even if money isn't an issue, if you want a 39mm watch with applied numerals, you're out of luck with the GO line. They only have printed numerals. To get the applied markers, you'd need to pay even more and go for the panorama date. And again, even if you have infinite money, those are 43.2 millimeters. Not a problem for me, but still, 43 isn't 39. It's a whole different vibe and kind of watch. I can wear a 44, but some of you don't even consider a 40, so the panorama date is another thing entirely. I challenge you to show me a better looking and better made watch with this same design at any price. 39 millimeters, applied numerals and markers, and wait until I talk about the curvature on the hands. Wait until we get to that part. These watches are so affordable that you won't believe they have all these features working in their favor. If you like this design, I got a bad news for you. We aren't that much, and the less we are, the less probable they keep making more of it. So the price will probably only go up. I bought this watch at 120 on a sale about a year ago, and on last sale, a friend bought another one, and the cheapest price he found was 180. I don't know if Seestern will continue doing these. They seem to focus more on doing Seikos and Rolexes lookalikes instead as the rest of the AliExpress, and they send emails like this one, so I don't know. I wish them all the best, but everything seems to be on the charts, so by all means, shop around. You don't need to use my links, but if you really like this design, I would buy one or two. I got two. I'm just saying, I don't know. Moving on, look at this bloody beauty. The watch is solid. 316 stainless steel, is all scratched up as normal after a year. I am very careless with my watches, but it doesn't bother me one notch. The brushing hides most scratches. The brushing is super nice. Check out these details on. The case's shape is the classic skindiver, kind of 62 mass, but with these polished bevels, the polishing is super nice. I don't know what negative I could say of the finishing of this thing. It's like all the money they're saving on not paying advertising or learning how to send emails, they are pumping on the watch. Looks almost satin. Bracelet integration is flawless too. Female center link. All solid links, by the way. Screw down case back with a mineral glass to see the movement. Screw down crown. Signed with an S, very detailed. Screw pins. Milled clasp with on-the-fly adjustment system. Once you try this thing, other options feel just outclassed. Check this out. Nice. Yeah, this. Check the engraving on the clasp. Looks like class. Look at this. There's no one single sharp edge. I don't know how expensive you would need to go to get this quality on a name brand. Next one is the bezel. The bezel insert is ceramic and fully lumed, but I will talk about the lume later on. The ceramic finishing is super glossy and smooth with crisp indents for the markers. They matched the color of the bezel with the color of the dial perfectly, which is not the easiest thing to do, having so different materials. This is ceramic, and the dial, it's like a deep cobalt blue, probably galvanized metal, brass, or steel. I don't know, but those would be my guesses. The finishing is short of striking. They killed it. The watch appears to be black in 90% of the lighting conditions until it glints and it just blows in blue. One of those things, you won't get it until you get it in your hand. What else? The watch works just as new. I have smashed it a few times and I've gone with it to a pool, to the beach. The glass is spotless. As expected of a thick piece of sapphire. Need to go and buy a battery to the tester, but it isn't less sapphire now than it was back then. It doesn't bite, it only glides. Right now it is, I think, the most clear glass of all the watches I have, maybe tied up with the ADDICT dive, but it has a mineral glass, so that's just how physics works. The amount of clear anti-reflective layers they put here must be insane. Maybe the glass shape is simpler than the S435, but if they tell me this one has more layers, I would believe it. Wait a minute, if we change this thing in, let's, look at this. Another strap will go outside with this for sure. I don't know. Yeah, any other questions about it or anything else you want to know, let it in the comments. I answer all the comments. Some people say it, but don't actually answer shit. I actually do it. People saying Casio and SeaQ are good deals will get blown away the day they give one of these a go. So yeah, that leaves us with the LUME. Guys, I am a LUME addict. I just love LUME. The LUME on this thing is one of the best of all AliExpress. Together with his brother, the 35, I I turned the lights off with the two of them. You won't be able to tell which one is which, even side by side. I would say those are the more saturated, intense, blue, punchy LUMEs I have. It is BGW9 LUME. They must be using not only a tone of it, but a lot of layers too. I will let the 35 minutes LUME test at the end, between the applied markers and the fine finishing. I don't know if only steel or if they are silver plating them or what. Well, between that and the LUME, there's almost no lighting situation or viewing angle where you won't be able to see the time. It lasts all night long. On a year, I can't notice if it has degraded or not. It seems as it was on day one. It is ridiculously bright and cool. There are multiple grades of superluminova. It's super interesting, but I can't find what they're using anywhere on the internet. I won't ask them because they will probably answer me that they are using LUME or just no or whatever they have on their mind in that moment. Seriously, this must be one of the most intense blue LUMEs there are on the store, and wouldn't surprise me if it performs on par with high-end sport watches. I am waiting for a San Martin now. Some reviews show them as the AliExpress Apex Predator on everything including the LUME, so stay tuned for that one. Okay, next, the movement. Well, before that, let me show you what they included in the box. Pelican style plastic box, same, good. Empty warranty card. These are the links I removed. A cool blue strap with quick release pins and matching color. They managed to match the ceramic, the metal, and the fabric. It is elastic, super comfortable. Yeah, very cool strap. And the tool, this screwdriver is nice. Some brands include these ones, others don't include anything. Or some tools so bad that you can barely use them. This one is nice. Nice. There you are. So yeah, check this out, guys. I wouldn't be able to make up this. You have to read it for yourself. It is so beautiful. Especially this part, I am not crying. You are crying. Had something in my eye for a moment. The movement is an NH35. It is the blandest part of the watch in my view. Not the movement, but the lack of decoration or, I don't know, put a sticker on it or something. This bloke from 20 years ago had one. How much could a sticker cost? I did this and they just like, they, you know, when they're taking too long to send you your watch, part of that, it's probably me making them waste time. Sorry. I would put a gold rotor or a personalized rotor or maybe a cool case back, but I actually prefer the glass to see the insides. It doesn't matter if the movement isn't that pretty. It is not most precise NH35 I have, but it's just a few seconds here and there. But what it is, and by far is the best working one, the crown operation is super smooth, the clicks and snaps when hacking. It is impossible to convey that in camera, but I don't know if there are multiple grades of that too, or maybe is only luck. It runs at -5 seconds a day and has a 0.1 beat error. That's more than enough for me. Next on the bezel function. The bezel action is very good, solid, almost no backplay. It has 120 clicks. Let's count them all. 1, 2, 3, a 25, and 120. Nah, really super solid and grippy. After all this time, it has junk on it and all, but you can still operate it well. It would seem I'm doing an ad for these folks. You don't find too many negs with this watch, whatever you look at. It works fine underwater too. So here when you see the glass of the watch as it were a chrome ball, it is a refraction thing with the lenses, the angle of the camera, etc. With your eyes, you can see the watch just fine. I am not a fish, but I am not this useless underwater. It's very hard to swim and duck with only one hand and the phone on the other. Besides that, it was super dark and scary. I just saw the new Alien that day. It was all super dark and convoluted. Heck, even this fish was having trouble swimming. I played to be a fighter jet.
Enemy spotted.
Well, submarine and to lock on target with the fish. And I won. I am out now, but I'll be back. I will get a GoPro eventually to get a more natural point of view. The watch was flawlessly... There is a thing I tell you multiple times. Always rinse your watches with fresh water after entering the sea. Yeah, I went back another day with more sunlight. It was still a bit choppy, but way better visibility. The watch looks astonishing. It is made just for this, light diving and snorkeling. The phone doesn't make justice how beautiful this is here. You could spend hours here doing nothing but enjoying the nature. Need to get some ballast to stay down longer and a GoPro. This is way more as I like it. This fish is it's a black and blue fish. It evolved to have those striking colors as even nature knows Chelsea is the best and blue is the color and it's time to... Wait, what time is it? Yeah, time to go back home. Yeah, 200 meters, I don't know about that, but it can get wet no problem. Screw down crown, screw down case back, and they sure are using a thick glass too. Almost before a week after buying this, I smashed it super hard against an iron stair rod, but it didn't left even a scratch. I've been to a lot of places with it, but as I hadn't started the channel yet, I didn't take any videos of it. Wish we could convince Seestern or San Martin or some of the high quality usual suspects to make the chrono with an ST19 or heck even with a Mecha Quartz. Okay, now what else? Look at this detail. Most watches using this design. If you check for pictures online, you'll see as the hands are like flat. This guy's went for the effort of bending them, so the result is a nice curvature that capitalizes on any existing light to make them stand out. The effect is super subtle, but super nice. It is the kind of thing that gets skipped to reduce costs, as probably no one will notice, but when a lot of the watches with polished hands will be on situations where the hands are dark or blend with the dial, this thing's always will have some sort of specular reflection, no matter how steep is the light source on wherever you are. This is an exaggeration. The bend is way less pronounced, but still noticeable. Okay, let's cut to the straps. This is a strap monster. For starters, you already saw the included strap. Super high quality, elastic, super comfortable. This orange one from the ADDICT. Come on, this thing is gorgeous. The ADDICT with strap and all costs less than a strap for the SeaQ. Okay, got a more classy one. This is allegedly from ostrich leather. Looks nice. I love how it suits it. On the other one would look even more on point. Nice strap. I will let the link on the description. Super classy. You could wear almost any strap with this one. Well, not you. We have not time. Bad strap, bad. Next. This one is silicone. It is super cheap, comfortable, very flexible, and matches the color. Super nice. You can get these things for less than $2. I like it a lot. Noise. This one is a notch higher. You will need to save a bit to afford one of the... Nah, just kidding. This was $3. I am not sure how durable it will be, but looks great. Again, it's a strap monster for real. I like this one a lot. It's soft and comfortable. Looks great. Can't go wrong with black and blue. What do you think about it? This is 10 times more quality than included swatch strap. This one is more sporty and retro, like a Martini Racing Williams F1. Love this strap. What do you think? This would be more like current and striking, like Papaya Rules. Yeah, like this a lot. Papaya Rules is striking combo, this one, eh? Okay, the negatives. Super hard to find a negative about this watch. Maybe you don't like the design. Another thing would be more about a missed opportunity. Why didn't they put a color-matched date wheel, or at least a black one? Bligger gives me that as an option for no extra cost. Here, that should be the standard. It's like they made some dubious decisions along the way. How much are you saving for a sticker or a cool case back? You put a badass sticker with your branding in there, and there's free advertising with everyone posting pictures of your brand. It is incredible that the same guys that did this are the ones doing this. Yeah, I think there's no much else I can say other than that. It has exceeded my expectations, and I haven't missed the 435 in all the time I was making this video, not even a minute. If you need to pick only one because you don't like the design that much, or you are just checking a box, please don't. Just don't. Buy something you like. If you are the right person for this watch, you most probably are thinking in buying both, or what color of each to get and then the gold one on top. Or maybe you are saving for the GO. Awesome for you. But if you like G-Shocks or 36mm dress watches, go and buy those. Let these for the people that will actually enjoy them. Remember, it is about making experiences, not about the material things. 35 minutes LUME test. Bye. I'm out.
Your problems are yours, their problems are theirs. Your problem